Hi, I'm Liam, this is Book of Films, and in today's film workshop we'll be looking at Solo, a Star Wars story, and rewriting it. I'm categorising this as a Level 3 rewrite, full story overhaul. Solo was the lowest grossing Star Wars live action movie, and I think it can be attributed to several factors, including no one was really screaming for this movie to exist, the behind the scenes trouble, the amended release date, and Star Wars fatigue kicking in, but beyond that, there's several troubles with the story that make it just a bit of a mess, especially in terms of what the movie wants to be. In this film fix, I'll be establishing a clear tone, only focusing on the parts of Han that are interesting and needed and ignoring unnecessary fan service, maintaining a core cast throughout the movie rather than killing off the crew and replacing them. I'll be keeping out the Rebellion-Empire dynamic as much as possible. I'll be using existing lore where necessary without feeling fan servicey, and finally creating a beginning to end story that's self-contained with no loose end. Seems simple enough? Here we go. We begin with Han, a lowly smuggler grown up on a life of crime, pulling off an underwhelming heist on Empire technology for a criminal gang. He's scruffy, rough around the edges, but naturally charming. He's captured and sent to a supermax prison that's full of the roughest people in the galaxy. He struggles to even make it a day. Before he's killed, the beautiful and mysterious Kira arrives to bribe the guards to get him out. A huge prison break occurs, and several candidates are captured in the ensuing chaos. Kira is the representative of the Heart Cartel, and she offers those broken out of prison freedom in exchange for doing a dangerous job for their syndicate. Officially, none of the group exist anymore, as their Imperial records have been destroyed. The crew are given time to become acquainted, and Han, Chewbacca, Cad Bane, Boba Fett, and Aura Singh are all given time to introduce themselves, where they each brag about their criminal pasts, where they've come from. We see Han as an Oliver Twist-style orphan on Corellia. We see Chewbacca captured after a failed Wookiee uprising on Kashyyyk. Aura Singh recounts how she killed a Jedi. Cad Bane talks about how he stole a holocron. Boba Fett says nothing. On the journey back, they pick up Boba's droid, C-21, and the smuggler for the mission, Lando Calrissian, with his ship in tow, the shiny and new Millennium Falcon. With the crew assembled, the job is revealed by Kira, stealing huge amounts of unrefined spice from the mines of Kessel, and pulling off the legendary Kessel Run. Boba talks to his old mentor, Aura Singh, about his father and their jobs in the Clone Wars they pulled off together. This version of Boba is halfway between the bratty teen from the Clone Wars and the stoic warrior in Empire. As they prepare the heist, Han and Lando fight for the affections of Kira, who does not give in to any of it and remains mysterious. They land on Kessel and run through the plan, sneaking into the mines and getting the spice out. Cad Bane almost gets them caught, as in his older age he's become a spice addict and tries to take some for himself. However, it's Aura Singh who ruins the plans, as she sells out the treachery under the Pike's noses, hoping it can lead to her freedom. The mines erupt into chaos and the group load the spice on board the Falcon. Boba's droid C-21 is killed in the action, and Boba goes crazy, killing Pikes left, right and centre. Han puts it together in his head that Aura was the one to sell them out. They prepare to duel, but Han shoots her and kills her without mercy. As they escape, Chewbacca saves Han from being shot, and the two begin to bond. They leave, and tensions are high on the ship between the crew. They are 2 members down, and no one can be trusted. With Lando injured, Han has to pilot the Falcon and enjoys the feeling of power that it brings. The group are followed by Pike ships and head through the dangerous Maw, with Han making an extremely risky move to escape the black hole, leaving the Falcon damaged but the Kessel Run navigated in 15 parsecs, a number Han would later exaggerate. They head to their location, Coruscant, and on the ground the group are still being tracked and are forced to hide the spice and split to the winds to avoid being captured. Han and Kira hide together. Han must protect Kira, who seemingly cannot defend herself. While hiding, Boba Fett and Cad Bane double-cross one another, and Boba kills Bane in cold blood. They regroup and find Lando gone with his share of the spice, cutting his losses. Chewbacca is already there and has not left the spice, and without a ship they must deliver the spice manually to a shipping yard in the underworld of Coruscant. Han and Kira plan to swap the spice out for a fake shipment and purposely draw the attention of the Pikes to pull off the swap, leading to a final skirmish between the Pikes and the newly alerted Hutts, with the group caught in the middle. Boba takes off with the fake spice shipment and delivers it to the Hutts to find the shipment empty. Han brings Chewie on the plan to take the real spice away with Kira, but the two find the shipment also empty. Kira has swindled everyone, disappearing into the night with the spice. With no shipment, Han and Chewie decide to stick together to help fight off the Pikes, taking them down against all odds in a Western-style shootout. After winning the day, the duo are captured by the Hutts, and with no way off the planet and nothing to their names, Han and Chewie save themselves from execution by agreeing to work for the Syndicate, beginning their lives as smugglers. End. So, it might sound like a simple story by comparison to the actual Solo, but in my eyes, the Star Wars anthology movies are experimentations in Star Wars universes in other genres, and this is a heist movie through and through. The title Solo obviously signals towards Han, but in this version it's irrelevant towards every single main character. Everybody is out for themselves. By the end of the movie, Han and Chewie have become the iconic duo that they are by sticking together, and the only two characters to not go solo. They take the first steps towards growing from an outlaw smugglers to eventual heroes. The appearance of Aurra Sing and Cad Bane could be seen as fan service, but for a big job like this, it makes sense that there would be known bounty hunters, and this way they both get a canon fate. Kira does not know Han in this version of the story, and I think that makes Han feel more isolated and out for himself like everybody else. Kira makes it out of the movie victorious using her sexuality as an advantage, but there's no sequel bait ending that goes anywhere. In many ways, this is Boba and Chewie's film as well as it is Han's. We see what happens to Chewie after episode 3, and the dynamic between him and Han grows slowly, rather than the quick and forced relationship the actual Solo movie shows. Boba also gets an interesting arc. His droid and his old mentor are killed, and he's double-crossed by everyone. Having Boba Fett and Cad Bane in this film probably would make fans believe that one or both would be the villain of the stories, but in reality Boba is simply there to get the job done, and he kills Cad Bane without Han even being there. In many ways, using established characters like this, as well as a pretty cliche story structure like a heist film, gives us plenty of ammo to use the audience expectations and play against the direction we'll go in. Usually one of the heist crew betrays the others, but in this film, everybody plays against each other, uses their own motivations and plans, and lots of double crossing. Showing established bounty hunters years after or before we knew them means that they can be changed, and the way that they've changed informs decisions that are exciting for viewers but surprising and interesting for Star Wars fans who expected them to act certain ways. Now, let me know what you think. Did you think Solo even needs fixing? If so, what would you do? Did you like what I present? Would you have watched it in the cinema? Let me know. This is Liam, and Puka Films, we're out.